Welcome friends, in today's video we re-driving into the fascinating world of the USA coinage, Liberty $quarter coins from the years 1977, 1984, 1988, and 1989. Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most iconic pieces of modern American coinage, the Liberty $quarter, also known as the Washington quarter. Today, we explore the years 1977, 1984, 1988, and 1989, a time when American culture, economy, and minting technology were rapidly evolving, from circulation coins clinking in pockets to pristine uncirculated treasures in collectors' books. Each coin has a story. Liberty $quarter coin from 1988. It's small, light, and often overlooked in the depths of pockets and purses, yet it carries decades of history, American ideals, and the legacy of a founding father. This is the story of the 1988 Liberty $quarter, also known as the Washington quarter, a coin that bridges tradition, utility, and national pride. To understand the 1988 Liberty quarter, we must first travel back to 1932, the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. In 1932, the U.S. Mint introduced the Washington quarter to replace the standing Liberty quarter. It was meant to be a one-year commemorative issue, but became the standard design from 1932 onward. The obverse features a bust of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, adapted from a 1785 bust by Jean-Antoine Houdong. The coin is known as the Liberty quarter due to the word Liberty prominently inscribed above Washington's head. In 1988, the quarter was minted in 3 U.S. locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each leaving its own distinct mark. Located in Pennsylvania, minted 562,052,000 quarters in 1988. No mint mark was used for circulation coins. Based in Colorado, produced 596,810,688 quarters in 1988. Identified by a small D mint mark on the obverse right of Washington's ponytail. Located in California, minted 3,262,948 proof coins in 1988. These coins were struck with polished dies and specially prepared planchettes for collectors. The 1988 quarter might be small in size, but it's rich in design, both symbolically and materially. Portrait of George Washington. Liberty inscribed at the top. In God we trust on the left. Mint mark if present right of the ponytail. Date. 1988, at the bottom, features the American bald eagle with outstretched wings, arrows, and olive branches. Beneath its talons, symbolizing military readiness and peace. United States of America and $quarter encircle the top and bottom. E pluribus unum is above the eagle outer layers. 75% copper and 25% nickel core. 100% copper. Total composition, 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel. Weight, 5.67 grams diameter, 24.26 millimeters. In everyday circulation, the 1988 Liberty quarter was a workhorse coin, changing hands millions of times over decades. Still commonly found and changed today, worth 25 cents in circulated condition. Many show signs of wear, flattened details, scratches, and discoloration. Condition estimated value good G$0, 25 fine F$0, 25 very fine VF$0, 30 extremely fine XF$0, 35 about, uncirculated 50 cents values, slightly higher for Denver mint marks, if in better condition. No rare errors are commonly associated with 1988 quarters, making them low in collector value unless in pristine condition. But what about the quarters that escape the rough journey of commerce? The uncirculated and proof coins offer a glimpse into numismatic perfection, never used in transactions, retain full luster and sharp detail. Graded from MS60 to MS70. Grade estimated value MS-$60 1, OOMs -$65 5.0, $07, OOMs -$67 $25 40 Ms, 6/8 up, to $250. MS67 or higher grades are rare and valuable for collectors, especially if the coin has no contact marks and retains strong eye appeal, specially made for collectors. Mirror-like finish, with frosted design elements, not meant for circulation. Grade estimated value per $654 6 PR, -$69 10 $15 PR 70. DCAM $37,5 mais 1988 was a pivotal year in global politics, but even small things like coins are reflections of the time. Ronald Reagan was president, nearing the end of his second term. The Cold War was winding down. U.S. economy was stabilizing after early 80s inflation. The quarter remained a symbol of stability and national pride, unchanged in design despite turbulent global shifts. While the 1988 Liberty quarter may not be rare, it's a vital thread in the tapestry of American coinage. No special edition or silver variant in 1988, still valued among collectors for high-grade or rarer specimens. A window into late 20th century minting quality and economic conditions. From the bustling streets of Denver to the polished dies of San Francisco, the 1988 Liberty Quarter has journeyed through millions of hands, pockets, and stories. It's not just a piece of change, it's a piece of history. Feature details: year 1988, Obverse George Washington, River Spald Eagle Mint Marks None, DS Mints Philadelphia Denver, San Francisco Impospiration, nickel-clad circulated value, 25 cents 50 cents, uncirculated value up to $250 plus in MS68 proof. Value up to $75 plus total. Mintage over 1.16 billion. Would you like this turned into a printable PDF or infographic? Or do you want a similar long script for another coin year? 1984 Liberty Quarter Dollar Coin, also known as the Washington Quarter. This script can be used for educational videos, articles, or presentations. Welcome to the fascinating world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most commonly seen yet surprisingly nuanced coins in American currency, the 1984 Liberty Quarter Dollar, also known as the Washington Quarter. This coin has been jingling in American pockets for decades. But behind that familiar silver hue lies a rich story of American history, production, geography, minting practices, and collector intrigue. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The original idea was to release it as a one-year commemorative issue. However, it became so popular and practical that it replaced the standing Liberty Quarter permanently. By 1984, the Washington Quarter had already seen over 50 years of continuous production. However, the 1984 version stands out as part of the pre-statehood quarter era time before the U.S. Mint introduced special reverse designs for each state, beginning in 1999. In 1984, the coin retained the traditional obverse and reverse designs. Obverse, Francais features the bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Reverse back, displays a heraldic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, with olive branches beneath, symbolizing strength and peace. In 1984, the Liberty Quarter was minted at 3 different facilities across the United States: Philadelphia Mint P, no mint mark most common; Denver Mint D, mint mark D, located to the right of Washington's ponytail; San Francisco Mint S, mint mark S. These were produced as proof coins, not intended for circulation. Each minting location produced a different volume of coins. Philadelphia, no mint mark, over 676 million coins; Denver D, over 546 million coins; San Francisco S, about 3.06 million proof coins, primarily for collectors. Designer John Flanagan features a profile of George Washington. The word Liberty is inscribed above his head. In God We Trust is seen on the left. The year 1984 appears below the portrait, depicts a eagle with wings spread, perched on arrows. Olive branches appear below the arrows. Inscription: United States of America, and quarter dollar. The motto: E pluribus unum, out of many. One is above the eagle in circulated condition. 1984 quarters are quite common. They're typically found in your spare change and everyday coin rolls. Weight: 5.67 grams diameter, 24.3 edge. Reeded composition: 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel clad over a pure copper core. Most 1984 quarters in circulation are worn common grades. Good G for 2 extremely fine EF40 value. Generally face value 25 cents, unless in better condition or has a minting air. Coins that have never been used in commerce and show no signs of wear. Mint state MS grades range from MS60 to MS70. Philadelphia, no mint mark, tilde, $3 $5 Denver D, tilde, $3 $6 MS67 or higher, rare, and significantly more valuable, can exceed $100 plus depending on grading and demand. Proof coins are struck with special dies and polished blanks to achieve a mirror-like finish, not meant for circulation. Packaged in proof sets. Value, usually for dollars at dollars. Higher if certified PF69 or PF70. Certain 1984 quarters are especially valuable due to minting errors, including double die obverse DDO, doubling visible on Liberty or in God We Tear. Planchette bowed strike or die crack Sarah coins can range from $10 to several $100s depending on rarity and condition. The 1984 Liberty Quarter is not considered rare in general circulation. It holds importance as a representative of pre-modern coinage, before commemorative and state-themed designs, a part of Reagan-era American coinage, reflecting economic policies and inflation issues of the time, a frequently studied issue in coin roll hunting and entry-level numismatics. It also marks a time just before the advent of computerized minting quality control, which makes earlier mint era coins slightly more prevalent. Start with a circulated example for your general collection. Upgrade to MS65 or higher from a reputable coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. Watch for mint errors or high proofs with no scratches or haze. star in archival safe holders to avoid toning or corrosion. The 1984 Liberty quarter dollar may not be a rare gem, but its significance lies in its accessibility, consistency, and symbolism of the Rican spirit. Whether you're a beginning collector or a seasoned numismatist, this humble coin reminds us of the enduring legacy of George Washington and the everyday artistry of American minting. So next time you spot a quarter in your change, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small piece of history. Would you like this formatted into a video script, article, or printable document? I can also help you add images or visuals. 1977 Liberty quarter dollar coin. In 1977, the United States Mint released the Washington quarter, often called the Liberty quarter due to the word Liberty boldly inscribed above George Washington's profile. First issued in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday, this coin was designed by John Flanagan. The 1977 version is part of the classic copper nickel-clad series, minted after the end of 90% silver coinage in 1964. These coins were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S for proof coins only. Most circulated across the United States in everyday commerce. In circulated condition, the 1977 quarter is common, with most showing signs of wear, flattened details, and dulled surfaces. In this state, it's worth around face value. 25-cent uncirculated mint state examples are more valuable, especially those graded MS65 or higher. These retain sharp details, luster, and no signs of wear. In 2025, an MS651977D quarter might fetch $5-15, while high-grade proof versions can be worth more. Over 800 million quarters were minted in 1977, making it one of the more common dates but a pristine one. That's a collector's find. So whether it's jingling in your pocket or shimmering in a display case, the 1977 Liberty quarter is a small but proud piece of American numismatic history. Fade out with the sound of a coin spinning. Let me know if you'd like this adapted for a YouTube short, TikTok voiceover, or museum placard form. Last step, 1989 Liberty quarter dollar coin, also known as the Washington quarter. In your pocket change, you might find a piece of American history, the 1989 Liberty quarter dollar, officially known as the Washington quarter. This coin has been in circulation for decades and holds more than just 25 cents in value. First minted in 1932, the Washington quarter was introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse features the iconic bust of Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The 1989 version continues this tradition, minted during the late Cold War era, under President George H.W. Bush's administration. In 1989, the Washington quarters were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint, mark Denver, D mint, mark San Francisco. S mint, mark, proof coins only. Philadelphia and Denver coins were released into general circulation, while the San Francisco issues were made for collectors. Circulated 1989 quarters are common. Their value is typically face value, 25 cents, unless in exceptional condition or errors are present. They're made of a copper nickel-clad composition over pure copper core. Uncirculated or mint state 1989 quarters can be worth $1 to $5, depending on quality. Proof coins from San Francisco, with mirror-like surfaces, fetch slightly higher, around $3 to $10, depending on grade. Coins graded MS65 and above, or PR69 PR704 proofs, are sought after by collectors. So, whether it jingles in your pocket or sits in a collector's case, the 1989 Liberty quarter is a small coin with a long legacy, tying together American history, geography, and numismatic charm. Would you like a version of this as a short video script or voiceover-friendly format?